Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What to do, everybody? I'm chilling here with the main man, with the legend in the making, Mr. NZA.
Yeah.
How's it, Megan?
I'm chilling. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling,
Yeah. So who's NZA?
Neza is Nikky Dymondz from a small village called Mogopani, also from Tamara. I grew up in GC, mostly in Broadest and Blockade.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Neza.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your name, your nickname, your creative name,
Stage name.
stage name,
Yeah.
NZA. I pronounce it NZA,
It's
but
either NZA or Neza.
Neza.
Yeah.
Like, what's the story with that?
I got from two members of Wu-Tang, which stays the RZA and Jizza. RZA is the producer and the founder of Wu-Tang, and Jizza is the rapper. I was like, let me be both of them in one. Since my name starts with an N, let me say Nizza. You already know the SZA, right? So I was like, okay, Nizza makes sense, So I was like, okay, cool. Plus, my love for Wu-Tang also made me come up with the name, because it's easier. Yeah.
Alright, man, let's talk about your journey as a creative. When did it start for you?
Well, I've always been a fan of music, I've always been a fan, and I started being serious about this music thing, I think around 2012, when me and my friends formed Ice Cold Mob. People don't know that, but I was part of Ice Cold Mob. Yeah, from 3 to from 5. I left 2015, then I continued my solo career, just learning how to make beats and stuff. So ever since then, I've been making music till now. Yeah.
Alright. Now I've been checking out some of your stuff. Yeah, I came across a track called Beach. Was that your first song?
Yeah, that was my first ever song. I actually produced that.
Yeah.
And Sandy Move is the one playing the guitar. So me and him, we started production together. Because now him also is making beats and singing. So we both started at the same time. Yeah, that's an old track.
That's a dope track. So, because there were like the elevation with the voices, the change with the voices, was that all you on the track?
No. I had Walter the Third. Back then they had a group called Ish Fam, which was Walter the Third, Dan's bro, Tony, who's like Wings now, and some girl called RGI, and that was me at the end. Yeah.
Shout out Wings and
Walter.
And Walter the Third. Yeah. You dropped an EP titled I Can Rap, back in 2019
November.
Yeah.
I dropped the same day as Vizo. Yeah, and Drummer Boy, same week with Drummer Boy, but same day with Vizo. Yeah, when he dropped POV.
And then last year you dropped BABANIGGAMAN.
Yeah, BABANIGGAMAN. Yeah,
a 9-track EP, I guess.
Yeah, November 25th. Yeah.
Those were both solid projects. A shout out to you. Can we break down the concept for both these projects here?
I Can Rap mostly was me trying to prove a point or make a statement that I can actually rap, because I've always been around people who made music, so people were always curious. I was like, I'm a rapper, I can also produce, Okay, let me prove a point. We actually made that EP in a week, and the last day, I think Friday, Stretch came over my house in Blockade, mixed and mastered it, and we're like, okay, let's set a date, 25th November. I think it was October, I'm not sure. We dropped it. Then fast forward to BABANIGGAMAN. Yeah, that one I made it in a special way, That time when I was making BABANIGGAMAN, I was staying more, right? So it was that time during lockdown and stuff. I was far from my homies, all Yusuf, Amo Beats and Flex. So I was like, let me do something. I ended up producing for myself.
You dropping big names though. Yeah. Shout out.
So before I did that, I was more motivated and inspired after I produced beats from Possibina, which is also a big thing for me. So I was like, okay, let me do this since I got this. So I ended up making beats for myself with the help of my cousin because he paid for my Splice account. So that thing also made things easier for me. So I made BABANIGGAMAN, and I enjoyed making that project, to be honest. And
I can tell. Yeah. Alright, man. A lot of artists first, like the couple of tracks that stood out for me, like all the songs were like legit, proper.
From BABANIGGAMAN.
Yeah, from BABANIGGAMAN, like proper.
Yeah.
But Cheki Sabadimu and LOVE, Love.
Yeah.
those are my two favorite tracks.
You know something special about Chick Sabadi?
Yeah.
I remember just finishing making the beat,
Yeah.
I was just listening to it, I'm just vibing to it. I'm like, it needs some deep shit, but let me think of something. I just stopped and I went to the mic. People still don't believe. Niggas think I'm capping, I'm trying to sound hard, but that hook was a freestyle. Like everything, it was a freestyle. One take. I kid you not. I still have the project, I just went there and I said, Check Sabadimu, food for thought. Marana kile matimu. So I was like, okay, kile matimu. Then I was like, okay. Then it went and I said, Katampa tampa, kibata stampa. Then I did it again. I'm like, okay, this is a hook, and this is hard.
Check Sabadimu, food for thought. Marana kile matimu, kile matimu, kile matimu. Tampa tampa, que pata stampa, cara la la la, que pata pula ranta, que tampa tampa, que pata stampa, cara la la la, que pata.
So I was like, who would fit perfect? I was like, Walter. Then I had to like, okay, my main man Zeus, main man Zeus. I sent the beat to Zeus around 5 in the morning. He replied around by 8. He was like, dog, this is fire. I was like, yeah, you fuck with this, yeah. It was Monday. Fast forward, he recorded Wednesday. Sent me the verse. I'm like, that was quick. Thinking the fact that this is Zeus, And I was like, I'm truly honored to have you on this track. Walter, same thing, he sent the other week, and we had a full song, It's one of my favorite songs. And then Love.
Flawless,
Love You and I made it in the morning also. That was Saturday. I remember just making the first part of it. I was like, okay, this is dope. And I was like, let me call my cousin Trill. Trill, come over. So he came over, drove from Block 10 to Mora. And I was like, here's the beat here, dog. I want you on it. And that's how I introduced him to the game. I was like, I want you to be in this track. The rest is history,
So Trill is the lady.
Trill. Nah, that's Naima, Melissa, who was on Told You. Trill is the first guy who was rapping.
Shout out Melissa, cause wow. She came through.
She got something also working. Like working on some other shit.
Oh what?
Expect something. Crazy.
Dope. Now a lot of artists talk about going through like a journey to find their own unique voice, their own sound and whatnot. Now going through your catalog, it sounds like you've kind of found yours. Is it safe to say?
I do. I found my sound, but I had to go through different producers, because it's not everyone who can make something you want. The reason also why I end up producing for myself is because people couldn't make the beats that I wanted. People were caught up in the beats, double trap, those other things, R&B shit. I was like, okay, this is dope, but this is not me. Looking at the fact how I grew up listening to different music. So I was like, okay, let me teach myself, and then that's how I end up producing myself. So I had to find a sound, a sonic that, okay, that would distinguish me from other musicians in this country, And that's why I'm standing out, because I already found it. And there's more to come. I'm still comfortable with this. I might even make another thing, Yeah.
Now let me ask you, what's the reception like in both?
I think they don't show love. They don't push us as much as they should. Like it's crazy how people from out of this country can show love more than people here. I think people here are waiting for niggas to get validated in order to be safe to support people. Look what happened to William KRM, They were waiting for him to get that push. Okay, he got validated, he got support from MC Hammer, Chris Brown. That's when Disabled, John's very own William. You see that shit? I don't like that shit.
Now, do you think, like in this modern era of hip hop and rap, there's still a place for that old school influenced hip hop that you do?
Yeah. I think we're going back now with the time. Like for example, you listen to a recent project, Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory. Production-wise, it's still old school, and people still listen to that. And this is A-Reese. People weren't expecting anything from him like that, So it all depends on how good the song is and how you put it out.
Alright, so would you say that you have like your own niche there that receives you well, like the sound, the type of hip hop that you do?
Yeah, I think mostly I'd say SA, Mafike, in Canada, somewhere there. Yeah, in the States I'm not sure, but Canada and African, they show love. I even get messages. Like, you understand?
Dope. Alright, man. You have an EP dropping soon, right? What's the name? How are you feeling about it? What is your intention with it?
Yeah, currently working on this one. This one is called The Morning Story. The Morning Story recently just being inspired by how I felt every day when I woke up. Every day there's a new story, and every morning the story from yesterday. So with this one, I was like, okay, let me be personal and also relate to other people. So I'm trying to be a messenger to other people. Yeah, and this one I'm quite not sure about it. It's different, but still the same as the two. But this one is more bigger. That's why I'm like, after dropping this, I'm never dropping anything this year. I'm gonna drop next year because I feel like it will go through till next year. You understand? Yeah.
The artwork, that's pretty dope. Who came up with that?
Cover art was designed by anything with Yusuf. But from my last two previous projects, the cover arts were designed by OG Fuzzy Beats. With my direction telling me I want him to do this and that. But I always make sure that the cover arts speak before the songs. Because already people saw the cover, they're like, okay, we're not ready for what's coming. And already what's in there is like mind blowing. So it's more like a cover art to a movie. It's our whole Jackie Chan, So
No, that's dope. Shout out to all of. Shout out to anything with Yusuf. Shout out to OG Fuzzy Beats. Shout out to all these youngins doing the most.
Everybody's doing.
You guys are really doing the most. Like
we're trying, man. We're trying to represent BABANIGGAMAN.
Now, if I'm inspired by your story and want to do something similar, what would your advice be to me?
I would say be yourself, be patient with yourself, and also just find a way to be different. Even though you're going to be similar to other people, but find a way to be different and do your best.
Dope. Now, where do we find you if we want to connect with you?
You can just holler at me on any social media platform. Snake give me something. Phone number 740-73538.
Listening to you now, like I can hear already, like you possess a lot of musical knowledge. Like, do you read a lot?
Not really. My bro reads more than me. I read sometimes. Sometimes when it's like an article about someone I read, but novels sometimes I try. I try. But the Bible I do.
So in terms of music, like what do you do? How do you acquire the knowledge? Do you study the grades?
Something like that. But also, if I like a song, I go to the credits. I see who produced this, who wrote this. I'll go back, Google those people and find out, okay, they did this, also this and that. Even like how I discovered this old artist that I love, like rappers. I realized, okay, I love this song by Erica Badu, Didn't You Know? It was produced by Jay Dilla. Jay Dilla had a group called Slum Village. Slum Village opened another era or another window where I now discover, okay, Jay Dilla also worked with Almost Deaf, Common, and I'm like, shit, okay. Then I got introduced to another sound, which I'm still stuck to even now.
Fire. Man, I mean, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that, to keep at it, because you seem like you already have everything on check.
Not really. I have those days where I wish I could stop. Some days I feel like, I'm not good enough. I think it happens to everyone, honestly speaking, but mostly to musicians or creatives. We have a writer's block, or a creative block where we can't make anything. And this is the time where people expect you to do that. And mind you, ever since BABANIGGAMAN, I couldn't come up with anything, even like a song, because I was still like, shit, I did everything, what's next? It took time for me to be here, almost like a year, but I managed to find a new direction.
And I think sometimes that's what we need, kind of.
To
put us in that right space of mind. Yeah, so man, all I can say is you're phenomenal. Just keep doing your thing. Shout out to you and your team, and continue to make magic, my guy.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, shout out.
Appreciate it.
Away.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
Alright, it's a wrap.
Just to hear the same words a record play, seeing is believing and the vibes still resonate. A lot of layers left to